Universal Design. Chapter 3. Building Typologies. Residential buildings. Entrances. Entrances should be well lit and be provided with an adequate cover from adverse weather conditions. The control switches, lights and doorbells shall be placed at a height of 1200 mm from the finished floor level. There can be provision of choices for door opening mechanisms like lever-type door handles with integrated lock mechanisms or technologically advanced keyless door locks which do not require the turning of a key but can be operated with the use of passcodes, refit cards, simple remote control or via smartphones. For wheelchair users, the entrance should have a platform of at least 1500 mm x 1500 mm. This will enable a person to rest and prepare for entry. The doormat should be flushed with the finished floor level and not create a level difference which acts as a barrier for a wheelchair user. Rollators used by the elderly, for use of baby prams and luggage trolley etc. Living room. There should be a turning space of at least 1500 mm diameter near all entry points to the living room. A living dining combination is preferable to a kitchen dining combination, except when the wheelchair user does the cooking. The seating space for a wheelchair user at the dining table should provide clear knee space. Clear knee space for a wheelchair user should be at least 900 mm wide, 480 mm deep and 750 mm high. There should be a clear floor space for the wheelchair of at least 900 mm x 1200 mm in front of all the fixtures. Chair seat heights should not be less than 500 mm. However, there should be appropriate seating furniture for diverse disabilities in the house. Controls and operating mechanisms as per standards. Homes with cultural preference of Indian squat latrines in dubsies shall include grab rails as an adaptive measure in case there is a need for retrofitting at a later stage. Kitchen. Floor space should allow easy wheelchair movement between worktop, sink and cooking stove. A 1500 mm min width should be provided for wheelchair turns between counter and opposite wall. Worktops, sinks, and cooking area should be at the same level at a height of 780 mm to 800 mm high from floor. A knee room of 700 mm high should be provided under the sink. Base cabinets storage space with hinged doors and fixed or adjustable shelves should be avoided. Base cabinets are most usable with drawers of various depth. Pull-out vertical units at one or both sides of the work centers are desirable. Maximum height of shelves over worktop is 1200 mm. A min gap of 400 mm should be provided between the edge of worktop and top shelves. Side reach for low shelf height should be 300 mm. Bedroom. Sleeping living room combinations are not recommended. Bedrooms for the wheelchair users need more floor area to provide wheelchair circulation. The bedroom layout should be such that the bed should not be in a corner of a wall. At least 900 mm should be provided for a wheelchair from the side of the wall for access, and there should be large enough space for transfer by a wheelchair user, or for a helper to assist in the transfer. The bed should be at a height from the ground that permits wheelchair turning under the bed. A minimum 900 mm width should be kept in front of bedroom closet and any other furniture. Clothes hanger rod should be at a height between 1050 mm to 1200 mm. The max and min height of shelf should be 1400 and 300 mm, and the recommended zone is from 450 mm to 1200 mm. Bathroom. The basin should be installed at a height and position for convenient access by wheelchair users. The basin should have appropriate knee clearance and foot clearance space for wheelchair users. Sufficient clear space for wheelchair users should be provided in front of the basin. The mirror should be so installed as to permit its use by wheelchair users. Shower cubicles should have seats whose width and height facilitate easy transfer by wheelchair users. Shower cubicles should have grab rails at a height and position that allows for easy gripping by wheelchair users. Bathroom. Shower cubicles should have call buttons or other signals devices at a height and position easily reached in an emergency. Sufficient space should be provided beside shower cubicles for transfer by wheelchair users. Shower doors should preferably be of a sliding or outward opening type. Shower doors, locks or catches should be of a type that can be opened from the outside in an emergency. These recommendations are relevant for communal bathing facilities for low-income households. Guest house. Adequate space is required for a wheelchair user to transfer from the wheelchair to a toilet seat. For details of bathroom and bedroom, refer details / of bedroom and bathroom of residential buildings. Railway station. Approach to station. The approach should not have a difference in level. If a level difference is unavoidable, install a ramp or a ramp plus staircase. Paved surfaces. Pathways should be constructed of non-slip material. At places where there is a difference in level, such as where staircases meet floors, it is desirable that the appearance of the surface material be changed using color contrast both immediately before and after that area. The approach pathway should have guiding blocks for persons with impaired vision. If the approach pathway is parallel to a road for vehicles, enhance the safety of pedestrians by installing guardrails. Platform entrances and exits. The station entrance/exit should not have a difference in level. If a level difference is unavoidable, install a ramp or a ramp plus staircase. It is desirable that space be marked out near the entrance/exit for vehicles carrying wheelchair users. Reservation or information counters. Reservation or information counters should have unobstructed approaches for wheelchair users. Counter heights should not be in excess of 850 mm. Concourse. The width of the concourse should be at least 1800 mm. The concourse should not have a difference in level. If a level difference is unavoidable, install a ramp or a ramp plus staircase. The floor surface of a concourse should be made of a non-slip material. At places where there is a difference in level such as stairs, it is desirable that the appearance of the surface material be changed using color contrast. Ensure that columns, signboards, and other fixtures do not protrude from wall surfaces. Install guiding blocks on the concourse for persons with impaired vision. Lifts, elevators. Install a lift, elevator as a means to enable passengers with disabilities to move between floors. For the lift, elevator, install two guiding blocks for persons with impaired vision 300 mm away from the call button. C. Install a toilet and wash stand suitable for use by wheelchair users and other passengers. Ticket gates. At least one of the ticket gates should be wide enough to allow wheelchair users to pass through easily. One of the ticket gates should have a continuous line of guiding blocks for persons with impaired vision. Ticket vending machines. The coin slot should be at a suitable height for easy insertion of coins by wheelchair users. A knee recess beneath the ticket vending machines should be provided. Install guiding blocks for persons with impaired vision 300 mm away from the ticket vending machine. The fare buttons, cancel buttons and other information buttons should be written in braille or in a distinct relief pattern. Platforms. The platform should have one row of dotted guiding blocks for persons with impaired vision, 800 mm or more from the edge. The paved surface of the platform must be made with a non-slip material. Stairs, kiosks and dustbins on the platform must not hinder the clear passage of persons with impaired vision and wheelchair users. A bench should be installed on the platform, having guiding block around it. Railway and subway car doors. Car doors should be wide enough for wheelchair users, minimum 900 mm. The gap between car doors and the platform should be reduced to an absolute minimum. Wheelchair space. A space for a wheelchair should be made available at the side of the door. The space should be indicated inside and outside the car by using the universally recognized symbol for wheelchair accessibility. Install a ring strap or other appropriate safety grip for wheelchair users to hold on to. Information. The information board should be made easily readable by using sufficiently large text size, distinct contrast and illumination. It is desirable that in addition to a printed version of train schedule, table of fares and other travel information also be in braille. For hearing impaired persons, an electronic signboard of appropriate size and height should be displayed on each platform at conspicuous location for all announcements made by the railways. Information signs and announcements. Install a map of train routes. Announce and provide in each car a visual display of the names of stations en route. Seats. An appropriate numbers of designated seats for passengers with disabilities and for elderly people should be provided near doors. Aisles. Aisles should be wide enough for the passage of wheelchair users.